Hello, and welcome to my channel. My name is Connor, and today's gonna be like a fun video. I've never actually done a reviewing video, so this is my first, and because I am on this, like, I don't know, this cloth diapering train, I am going to be doing another cloth diapering video. This time I'm reviewing three different all-in-one cloth diapers, and I didn't really think I'd do a video like this, but all of these diapers kind of fell into my house, and I was like gifted them, and I like randomly bought like a used all-in-one Bumgenius lot from Facebook unexpectedly, and I feel like each one of these diapers I was like really interested in buying, but didn't have like all the information I needed about them. So I'm hoping this video will help someone out there who's like trying to figure out which brand of all-in-one they want to buy. Because each one of these diapers offers something completely different. So let's do this. Before I get into my review, I just want to say thank you for being here. Every single like, every single comment means so much to me. So if you like this video, please hit the like button. If you want to see more of my videos, please subscribe. I am a mama who is obsessed with organic and intentional motherhood. I love all things to do with the sun, and I appreciate you so much for being here. And you know, I am really starting out my journey on YouTube, so every single follower just means so much. I'm learning as I go along the way, so I appreciate your patience as well. Let's get going. The first all-in-one I'm going to review is the Grovia Natural all-in-one, and here you go. It's cutie. It is in navy blue. And the reason why I was really interested in this specific all-in-one is because it is very sleek. It has completely natural interior. Before going into all-in-ones, I have used workhorses, which are known for having like an amazing, it's an amazing product, and it's made out of like unbleached organic cotton. Like it's great. So I was really interested in trying to find an all-in-one that had like a similar type of quality, and this is the Grovia. It definitely hit some of those buttons. What I love about it, just to start out, is that it has like on the sides here, this material feels like a swimsuit. It is like, it's such a nice quality. It's stretchy too, so like, if you need that little bit extra give, it gives that to you for when you're snapping. And it just feels really good. I've washed this like 10 times, and it's really held at. Here you go. And I find the snaps really easy to use, like really no issues with the actual construction or like make of the product. It is such a high quality. I really like this diaper. And going into the inside, it has, it's made out of 100% cotton, which is great. And it has 2 tongues, you can see here, and it does unbutton, which I don't really unbutton it because I'm prone to losing things, so I'm just gonna keep that button at all times. But what's great about that is if you do need to unbutton it to help with the drying time, you can, and that should speed things up a little bit. Yeah, and has that like really natural cotton on the inside, and it feels really good. I really like this diaper. Now, the funny thing is my kid's kind of going through a phase, and I feel like toddlers do this, where like he's just pooing all the time. So each one of these diapers has dealt with some poo. And I found that this diaper specifically has handled poop really well. Like, it looks almost brand new. Like you really can't see any sort of stains on it. I don't really do anything special with my washing. I do sun bleach them after like a nasty poo just to help with that. But it has been, you know, really easy to wash, to dry, you know, only one time in the dryer. Like it's like a really good product. I highly recommend this diaper. The thing that is a little bit different about this diaper compared to the other ones, I do find it is like a little bit more narrow. So like these I'm gonna call them tongues, like aren't as like wide. It's not a problem for my baby just because he is long but lean. So I'm wondering if it might be an issue for like a chunkier child. But just something to think about when trying this diaper. Yeah, I really like it. In terms of absorbency, I feel like with the natural interior, it, you know, it's pretty good. It's not like the most absorbent diaper, but it does get us through, and I don't really notice that big of a difference. So I do really like this diaper. This is the Grovia. Next up is the Thirsties Natural All-in-One. You can see here, this is in yellow. It's very cheerful. I like this diaper a lot because it's like it looks like a bigger diaper if you compare it to the Grovia. Like it just is a little bit more substantial. Like the Grovia is probably a much slimmer diaper on a baby if you need to wear clothing. We live in a hot place, like my baby never wears clothing. He only wears diaper most of the time. I know most people, that's not the standard. Most people don't have that. But yeah, so I find this is like a bulkier diaper. But it does have all these snaps in the front, which are great. So you have plenty of options. You know, my baby's a toddler, so we don't have to make it smaller, but if you need to, you can. And it's pretty good. It's most similar in design to the Bumgenius, as you can see. But I found the snaps to be really useful. Yeah, so it is a natural all-in-one. So it is made of hemp and cotton. The tongues are sewn in, so you know that's an additional bonus for me because I don't have to worry about losing one of the tongues. And because I live in a hot place, I don't really have an issue with drying. And they're quite thick. They're wider, as you can see. I can compare it to, you know, this tongue, which is just like smaller, as you can see. Doesn't make that big of a difference, but like it is more coverage, which, you know, is nice to have. And you know, the lining is cotton as well. I have found that this diaper did handle poo pretty nicely. I was able to get it out and then sun bleach it, so I haven't had any issues with staining or even smells. Both of the natural all-in-ones have handled like poo and pee like really nicely. I just find like the natural materials like just smell nicer. Like I've, you know, similar to like my workhorses, like I've just never had an issue with like them smelling. And the same goes for these like natural all-in-ones. I like this diaper. It, you know, it absorbs really well. Thirsties is known for making great covers, and this cover is great as well. It has really great elastic, which everyone like loves. Seems to be a big selling point. The fit's really nice on my baby who's lean and tall, as I said. The thing I don't like about this diaper, and for me it's like the reason I won't go out there and buy a whole stash of these, even though I really like it, is the color. Now, Thirsties has a lot of prints, and they do have a few like solid color options, but they're all very brightly colored, and I just like neutral diapers. I don't, you know, even though I live in like a hot tropical place, I just would prefer my child to just be wearing like neutral white diapers, even like a black or like a navy. I know it's super boring. I know people love the like colorful covers and diapers, and they are cute, but there's just like, I would just prefer to buy something very neutral and boring like that. So yeah, I just don't think I'm gonna go out and buy tons of these because the color options just aren't what I like. Even though this is, you know, I think a really solid like all-in-one. It is one of the more expensive. I think this is like closer to $30, where the Grovia is like $20. You can find them on sale a lot of the time. And you know, like a $10 difference is like a big deal, especially when you're gonna buy like 20 diapers. So, you know, is there a $10 difference between these two? I don't think so, in my opinion. They have been washed like a lot, like, you know, over 10 times each, and they've both held up the same. They're wearing the same, they smell the same, the stains are coming out the same. So in my opinion, I'd lean towards the Grovia if it's really discussion. And they have a lot more neutral colors. So I really like Thirsties. It's like a really great all-in-one diaper, but I think it's a little pricey in my opinion. And I think I already said this, but like the dry time is the same too. Like there's no difference. So moving on to the Bumgenius diaper, and this is the most, like, it's most different than the other two because it is not natural. So it looks very similar to the Thirsties. Snaps on the side. Has all the buttons on the front, which are great. They work really well. Even as like a secondhand diaper, the elastic is, you know, holding up. I have read that, you know, compared to other diapers, the Bumgenius elastic wear out quicker. I don't have enough experience with this diaper to really talk about that, but it is something I've heard. Yeah, so the reason I probably, if I hadn't had such a great deal on Facebook Marketplace, I probably wouldn't have bought this diaper because it isn't natural. So this is the interior. It has two flaps, 1, 2 that open up, and all of this is like a synthetic polyester or something like that. The lining has it, the tongues have it. I think like the inside of the tongue might be like a cotton for absorbency, but like the whole thing isn't natural. It doesn't feel natural. And there's 2 reasons I don't like that. One, I just prefer to like have natural materials touching my baby's body. I think it's a real benefit to doing cloth diapers because you can choose like natural materials. You don't have to like put plastic against the kid's skin. But the main reason I don't like it is because I find the smell of poo and urine really sticks. And I really didn't have this experience until I started using the Bumgenius. Did I say this is the Bumgenius Freetime diaper? And while everything about this is great, you just can't like, for me it takes like a whole day of this diaper to be hanging in the sun for the smell to go away, and like that's a lot of time compared to like the other 2 diapers, and the smell sometimes doesn't go away. And I found the stains really stick. This one's kind of hard to see on camera, but you can see there's like a slight yellowing. I just can't get rid of it, and I've tried. So while this is a really great diaper, I don't have any issues with like containing anything. The absorbency is like slightly better than the 2 other ones. It has a stay dry effect because of the material. The snaps are great. Like, really, it's a good diaper. I just find that like having that natural interior is so important. I'm fine. I'm stuck with these diapers, and that's okay. My baby, my toddler's reaching the time in his life where he's gonna be potty trained soon, so it's not that big of a deal. But I think if I was starting completely over, I wouldn't buy these. I would go for the natural option. What I do love about them is that they're white. I just like a white diaper on a baby. I think it's really cute and classic. And they fit really well. Like, the fits are all the same in my opinion. My baby doesn't, he's long and lean, so like we don't have any issues with like rolls or anything like that. But yeah, this is a good diaper. The other thing I don't like about this diaper is that when you're cleaning it, and I feel like other people have made this comment too, is that, when you're hosing it down, this tongue, there's no way preventing it from getting into the toilet. Like, you can't hold it up, but like if it has poo all over it, like, your hand's gonna be close to poo, like you're touching poo basically. So it is gonna be soaking wet in the toilet, and that's just like kind of annoying. I'd much prefer like them just both hanging down, like we saw with, let me show you, with the Thirsties. It's just easier in my opinion. I think the reason why they've done this is because it helps with drying time. But that's just not like a concern of mine. I live in a really hot place, so like things dry really quickly. And yeah, I just find like it's really annoying. You're changing so many diapers in a day that like to have this constantly being like in a toilet is something you're like thinking about all the time, and you don't want to be thinking about it. So I just wouldn't have bought this diaper again. But Bumgenius has a cult following. People love this diaper, and there's a lot to like about it. For me, it just, besides the color, it just wasn't like, there wasn't enough to it for me to like overlook the fact like it kind of holds smell. The stains I can't get rid of them, and that's stupid tongue falling in the toilet. Yeah, the price point for this is more around $25, so it's in between the two prices of these diapers. If I were to redo my stash, I'd probably lean towards a Grovia. I just like the make of it. I think it's a really sleek design. It cleans really nicely. The snap is a bit annoying, but like it's not the end of the world. Just don't snap it if you're like me and have an issue with like losing parts. Yeah, so this is my review of 3 different all-in-ones. I hope you found this video really helpful. I wish there was a video like this when I was like trying to make my decision. I probably wouldn't have gone out there and bought so many of these, but it was a great deal, so I'm not too upset. So thank you so much for watching my video. If you like this video, please hit the like button. If you want to follow me and watch more of my my cloth diapering videos, please subscribe. Like I said, I am new to YouTube, so every single like, every single comment just means so much to me. Thank you so much, and take care.